What up, tubers? Zeltrax Millennium here, back with a brand new video review. Please be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I hope y'all enjoy the video. Hello YouTubers, Zeltrax Millennium here, back with a brand new review for you. This time we're taking a look at both the SharkZord and the ClawZord from Power Rangers Samurai. Now lately, a couple of days ago, I actually found the SharkZord, at my local Fred Meyer. There was only one left. I only had $4 in my wallet. I wanted to get it, but it's like, I couldn't get it. But thankfully this last week I was able to get it, and I like him. I thought I was gonna hate him because of this was originally Kyoryu Origami, and I thought I was gonna hate him, but I actually like him. Who'd have thunk? Then the ClawZord I got a couple of weeks, at least a month or week ago, I can't remember. But there was only 4 of him left. I got one last time I went. They were gone. They should have more in my local Walmart somewhere. But they should be getting the BullZord sometime soon. Who knows? So yeah, let's take a look at the details of these two Zords. First I'm going over to SharkZord because he's the smallest and does take less time. So here we have the SharkZord. Now everybody was obviously complaining about this thing from the very beginning. It's not a shark! Well, I can honestly say it's a sauropod, okay? But yeah, they did give the thing some fins in order to make it look like a shark. And if you don't like it, and if you don't like the fin things, you can actually pop them off to make it look more like the Kyoryu Origami. And it actually does have the handle for the Kyoryu Origami, for the Kyoryu Maru, but it's so small it's not even worth it. So I normally keep the fins on them to make it look a little bit more spiky. But yeah, it also got wheels down here where it can, for some odd reason, it can attach to the beetle and swordfish Zords to create the samurai shark wing. I don't think it'll appear in the show, but at least they gave us that kind of option. But yeah, SharkZord is really, really good. Now, to combine it with the Samurai Megazord, I actually gotta take ClawZord out of here and bring in the Samurai Megazord. Yeah, he's huge. So, to get him ready, I'm trying very hard not to get this thing to tip over. You take the sword out, obviously. Take the helmet off, fold it up, open this up, and you're going to keep the helmet of the Samurai Megazord in here for the rest of the video. There's that. So with the SharkZord, you just rip his front legs off to form the helmet for the, I can't remember what it's called, but oh well. And you plop it onto the head. Now, also a lot of people have been complaining that the helmet does not stick all the way down, and hold on. The helmet does not exactly stick all the way down on the head, and I do kind of have that problem, but I don't mind it as much. And then you take the SharkZord, fold out a little handle, and boom! Now you got the American version of Kyoryu Shinkeno. And I gotta say, it looks okay. I mean, this looks a little bit more cohesive than the giant monstrosity that was the Kyoryu Origami. I still want to get that thing, but who knows at this point. I'm still content with this thing. So yeah. We'll just take this guy out of the frame, and we'll deal with ClawZord next. Be back in a sec. Boy, is this guy too big to fit in the frame. Yeah. This thing's so huge, I had to try a couple of times in order to get this thing in the frame. But yeah, here is the ClawZord, which is the American version of the Ebi Origami. And I gotta say, it really looks like Ebi Origami, I gotta admit. Aside from the fact that this thing doesn't have the electronics in it, but it's still a really good toy. Now, obviously, there's a little bit of color discrepancy from Japanese to American, where the top claw here is dark blue. I don't know why. It still can close up and down, but it doesn't hold discs. I've tried. The legs are still feelers. They can still move. The these little ones here can move. Tail can move nicely with a very nice snap. And the head looks really good. Whoops. The legs are tough on this one. But yeah, the detail on this thing, absolutely incredible. I gotta make sure not to smack my camera with the lobster claw. And I've actually read that this thing is actually about as big as a real lobster. Who would have thunk? But yeah, there are also some spots right here, so that way you can stick a figure on there. But I think that's kind of bleh. But yeah, nice coloring all around. I mean, the gold here looks nice. The glittering on the end of the tail here looks good. The grayish silver looks good. And yeah, the dark blue also looks pretty good too. So now, let's transform this thing into battle mode, I guess. So first what you want to do is flatten the leg, or straighten the legs out, sorry. Remove this bit, separate that, twist, and twist, nope, other way. Twist and twist, stand them up. You cannot see this. I will try to keep this thing from falling over. Pull these down, rip the head off, fold the horns down, or looks like rabbit ears at this point. Go back around here. Take this, plug it near his butt. Take the lobster head and combine it in here. There you have the Samurai ClawZord in Megazord mode. Now the detailing on this thing is really good. They even kept the details from the Ebi disc right. Well, from all the sides with the heads on it, of course. But yeah, all the detailing on here is really nice, and sorry if I'm going handheld for this, because this thing is big. So yeah, to change the faces like the original Ebi origami, and the arms can go around the full 360, that is about it. You normally would have to use this little bit here, but I would normally just turn it. So there is the Claw Battle Zord sword mode, I guess. I can't remember the name. I can't remember the direction at this point. But yeah, for this little mode, you take the Ebi heads, take the swords, and stick them in the hands. And then you have the swords. And I'm trying to get through everything as fast as I can so I don't encroach on too much time. So let's get into the wind mode, which is that. And I also gotta flip back the horns on this one. Well, almost made it drop. And what you gotta do for this one, go back to his butt, rip that off, and stick that into his hand. So now he's got a fan to swipe away arrows. Yeah, I kinda think that's a bit lame, but meh, it works alright. So yeah, it's time to go for the Daikai Shinkano mode, I guess. Be back in a sec. now we have the Claw Armor Megazord, or whatever the American version is going to be called, in full Megazord mode. And as you can see, this thing is absolutely huge. But yeah, this is basically Daikai Shinkano. I'm going to keep calling it Daikai Shinkano until it's actually named in the show. Well, at least until new episodes start dropping. Who knows? But yeah, this really looks like the Daikai Shinkano toy, the Japanese version. The American mold of Ebi Origami really works well in this combination. I never thought it would. A lot of people didn't think it would either. So, yeah. Like the original version, you can barely move his arms, and you can't move his arms either because of this being in the way. And this is partly some people's problem. Sorry about that. This is partly some people's problems with this toy in general. Because of the Ape Zord not being able to transform into emblem mode, the arms are just stuck here. Like, they can only go straight down. And I've seen pictures of the Gigazord combination. This thing sticks out like a friggin' sore thumb. It really does. It's like, ah! But yeah, it still works really good. I can't believe how crazy this thing's gonna be once I get the Bull Megazord, Tiger, Swordfish, Beetle, and Octo. That's it. I just need those few Zords, and I got Samurai Howl pretty much. So yeah, that's about all. The actual helmet for Daikai Shinkano still looks pretty good. The Shiba Clan logo right there looks good as well. The party hat still looks ridiculous, as usual. But yeah, it still looks really, really good. So, in closing, this has been Zeltrax Millennium with a review of the ClawZord and the little SharkZord here. Saying goodnight and good luck, and just as a little bit of a side bit, SharkZord on top of the Daikai Shinkano. So yeah, I just thought that this would be a cool picture to end the video on. Later.